studios, this is NBC Montana Today.
Good morning, Montana. I'm Jason Hurst. Thanks for joining us this morning. And as you pour your coffee and make breakfast, let's get you informed and ready to take on your Friday. So coming up over the next half hour, what does the future of Montana's health coverage look like? We go inside the numbers. And some residents speak out against a business improvement project for Uptown Butte, how the project aims to revamp the area and why some are now questioning it. And do you know how to build a house? Learn how some high school students in Columbia Falls now know how.
Well, the time is 6:30. We've got to get you up and out the door on your morning commute. You may need a few extra minutes. This is what it looks like in Kalispell. Plow crews are out trying to take care of the streets for you. MDT is reporting scattered wet and scattered snow for you for your morning drive. We had that weak disturbance that sparked off a little bit of shower activity. Still tracking some of that shower activity through the Mission Valley, Highway 93, so south of Flathead Lake. Really from Elmo to around Yellow Bay, south end of Flathead Lake, reporting snow cover conditions through the Mission Valley, including Evero Hill, but also west of Missoula along the I-90 corridor. Shower chances really diminish for us once we get into the afternoon. We're at 35 by lunchtime today in Missoula, right around the 40-degree mark, mostly cloudy skies at 2 p.m. with that temperature sitting at 38. For Bozeman, here's a look at your day planner. Temperatures, they're going to be in the upper 30s at 2 p.m., partly to mostly sunny skies. If you have any tailgating plans, looks like a dry day for you with temperatures right around the 40-degree mark, but it turns cold once the sun sets. In fact, we'll be sitting in the 20s by kickoff.
Montana's Medicaid expansion is set to expire in 2025. That's unless the legislature and governor renew it. With the fate of the statewide health coverage in question, an organization laid out the data on how many Montanans it helps. Well, NBC Montana's Bowen West shares the findings.
The Montana Healthcare Foundation's webinar on Thursday took a look at Medicaid's footprint on the Treasure State. According to the Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services, over 220,000 people are enrolled throughout the state. Presenters said Medicaid expansion costs about $100 million from the state general fund.
The percentage of the state general fund that is spent on Medicaid in Montana has remained constant over time.
During the webinar, presenters noted the wide range of impact Medicaid services have in the state, such as doubling the access to behavioral health services since 2016. They also said Medicaid grows Montana's economy by providing over 7,500 jobs across industries.
You know, other spending throughout the economy generated by the wages paid to those workers or avoided healthcare spending that's now covered by Medicaid. All that churns, creates jobs, incomes, opportunities.
Montana Healthcare Foundation said they will release new data on Medicaid in early 2025. Reporting in Missoula, Bowen West, NBC Montana.
In Butte, some residents are fighting back against the planned creation of a business improvement district for Uptown. Now, if created, business owners in the district would be assessed an annual fee based on a formula with around $200,000 collected each year. A board would then decide how to use the funds to improve Uptown. During a public hearing Wednesday night, commissioners heard from 4 Uptown building owners who expressed opposition to the plan.
Per release, you know, that is pretty much the main problem of Uptown Butte anyhow. They don't pay taxes, so, but they're going to benefit from this.
Because I feel like this is being kind of railroaded through. I am one of those petitions. I signed this. I believe in this, but also the process it just isn't there.
Community Development Director Karen Burns says the process has followed rules established by Montana Code, and there will be ample opportunities to discuss projects and the budget as it moves forward. If approved by commissioners next week, the district could be formed later this winter. We now know the identity of a man who died after being hit by a semi-truck in Missoula. The Missoula Sheriff and Coroner released the identity as 53-year-old Robert D. Mattoon. The incident happened Tuesday night at the intersection of Brook Street and South Higgins Avenue. Mattoon was using the crosswalk when the semi hit him. Officials located the semi-truck and later released the driver. Officials continue to investigate the incident. The North Valley Food Bank in Whitefish is halfway through its 24 Days of Giving campaign. Each day until Christmas Eve, the food bank is asking for specific items like non-perishable food and household essentials. The North Valley Food Bank believes in making frozen to-go meals from scratch and distributes thousands of pounds of food per year.
We make maybe roughly anywhere from 500 to 1,000 meals a month. Right now, for the end of the year, we're really close to hitting 10,000 meals that we've made out of this kitchen.
This month, the North Valley Food Bank hopes to hit a goal of $500,000. The funds help pay for food for next year. You can find a link to make a donation on our homepage, and that is at NBCMontana.com. An educational program in Columbia Falls is helping high school students learn the skills necessary to build a house. It's part of a School to the Park program through the Glacier National Park Conservancy. Now, once a house is completed during class, it's relocated to Glacier National Park. Current students and those who graduated gathered Wednesday night to discuss the skills that they learned and how to use those skills in the outside world.
Construction is actually something I'm pretty passionate about still. My boyfriend and I built the house we're sitting in now, which was all skills I learned from just the program. I have no background in construction, so here's a real life example.
To find out more about the Glacier Conservancy program, you can visit our homepage at NBCMontana.com. The man charged with killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was not a client of the company. Now, New York City police say there is no indication that Luigi Mangione was ever insured by United Healthcare, but he may have targeted the company because of its size and influence. Mangione was arrested in Pennsylvania 5 days after Thompson was killed outside of a hotel in Manhattan. Now, the 26-year-old is fighting attempts to extradite him to New York to face a murder charge. And we now visit with Chief Meteorologist Brooke Foster, who is standing by. Brooke, that must mean one thing at this hour, right? Time to get those kids ready for school.
Right, kiddos this morning in Kalispell, a little bit of light snow on the ground. Plow crews have been out. Roads are kind of just scattered wet, but there still could be some isolated slick spots. After all, we're in the 20s. Missoula really didn't see much precipitation. We did see a little bit of light snow, though, so if you were up earlier, you may have saw a few snowflakes fly. Temperatures this morning, even though we're starting out in the 20s, we're going to make our way into the mid to upper 30s this afternoon. 35 at around 3 p.m. today in Kalispell, Missoula. We're above freezing by lunchtime. We're at 40 as we head into that 3 o'clock hour. Temperatures stay above normal this weekend, but we're bringing in some active weather. We'll track our next weather maker in 10 minutes.
When we return, we visit with the Butte Central boys basketball team. For years, they've been tough to beat. Find out why they believe this season is their year to win it all. And 'tis the season of gift giving. Meet some seniors that could use some holiday cheer. Learn how you can help make them smile. First, here is a live look from our Hellgate Plumbing weather camera above TV Mountain at Snowball, looking down into the Missoula Valley. And Chief Meteorologist Brooke Foster has your day planner right after the break. And wow, that is a pretty cool purple haze right there. Look at that. I like that.